Hey everyone, it's Carrie. We are at Michael's. We are going to go in and check out what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm happy that you're all here. We're going to check out kind of all things Christmas in the store. So up front we've got tree collars. These are all $33. They had quite a variety up front. $80 for a 7-foot tree. We'll see inside. We'll check and see if they have that one set up. Take a look at it. I have to find a tree still for Christmas. We've got some fun doormats here. These are $13 for the ones up top. You see this one here is with a cute Santa with glasses on. All right, had to wiggle that back. The much larger ones down below are $24. And they have all of their garlands in here. They have quite a selection of garlands. And right now their Christmas is all 45% off. And I would love to show you the prices. However, nothing has prices on it in the store. I will show you. There's maybe 5 items in the whole store that have price tags. They ended up, I found a letter later hanging and I'll show you that. But you'll kind of see as I struggle until I find the letter tacked up to explain why they have no pricing. So we're just gonna do a lot of browsing today, and I apologize that there was no real pricing on the items. I do like that with the pine cones in it. Are any of you currently in the market for garlands? And if so, where did you find it? Have you found it yet? Are you still looking? I kind of like this one with the poinsettias in it. That one's really pretty. So yeah, 45% off all of the Christmas in the store. And then I know Hobby Lobby was 50% off. Rumor has it, Hobby Lobby is going to put their stuff full price in December. That does not sound right to me, but someone told me that. So we'll double check that come December. I don't think that's true. Ooh, we found a price tag and it is so faint we can't read the price tag. So it was actually $49 full price, so it is $27.49. That is how much those pillows are. I kind of really like those actually. We've got the Santas down below. There's also that big Santa mailbox there. See, I was searching for the price tags early on while we were in the store, and anyhow, long story short, there was a letter that said they don't have pricing on things. That one is $12.99 full price and $7.14. I love this piece of artwork. I love a good Santa. I love a good happy Santa. We've got peppermint pillows. Yes, fiddle-faddling trying to find the price tags, but so these are acrylic, just little letter, no price tags on those either. Sorry. I'm telling you, I was going through everything and I was like, where did all the price tags go? Because normally Michael's has every single item tagged. So I don't know what this, I have no idea. I don't know, but they didn't have none of these. Normally these have a pre-printed price on them and they did not. And here we go. So ultimately they had these letters all through the store. It said, while we work on getting physical prices visible on the Christmas products, all barcodes are scannable on the Michaels app or at michaels.com, and it will show you the regular and sale prices. So if you're in the store and it does not have a price tag on it, just scan it with your phone if you have the app, and it will show you the price. To me personally, that's a little bit frustrating. I don't know. I don't know if this had to do with the tariffs or whatever the situation is. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all, I don't know. I do know that I love these little signs right here. Loved the cookies. You really know how to make Santa smile. That's adorable. Got the little ho ho ho, all these little decorations. I love this with the plaid though. These hang on the wall. We've got North Pole Santa's Workshop. The Believe pillows. These are breakable. Very pretty though. I kind of love these trees. They're super lightweight, like really, really lightweight. But I do think those are cool. Also, I love this wreath up here. So this is one board on the bottom with those 4 houses. And we've got these large, these are breakable ornaments. And Michael's is not the only store that is struggling with price tags right now. There are plenty of stores that are having issues with it, so I'm not throwing them under the bus. It's just, it's difficult when people are trying to shop, and it's difficult when you're trying to find pricing. And in the same sense, I kind of understand the struggle that the stores have been placed in. So I get it. It's just, that's my moment of negativity. I love the plaid on the sleigh. Those are pretty also. Those were all breakable ones, but they're very pretty. The little soap dispensers. That one's pretty also. This, I like this one too. And then those are just some decorative little candy canes. They've got some pretty good Santas in here. I do love this Merry and Bright. These are metal signs. This one is metal. The Merry and Bright also. Okay, so I love this. We had this when my kids were little. Santa's Magic Key. That is how he got into our house, because when they were little, we did not have a fireplace. So how else is he going to get in? Got a little Santa snow globe there. I kind of like how they have glasses on all of their Santas. I'm going to slide this over because you know what? We've all been nice. I love that. We've got the peppermint trees up top. Those are made of resin. I love these little shelf sitters with their little long legs and their shoes. The Believe is pretty. That is also a resin type material. We have a few different Santa countdowns. And then down below for entertaining, I love this. It's the candy cane all the way up through it. And you've got the 2 red trays. Got the peppermint stands there. Let's see what else we can find. Some Santa cookie jars. The candy cane cookie jars. I think one of you a while ago was wondering if we would see some candy cane decor. I love these tree shape plaid serving dishes. Those are glass or ceramic. And we've got the Santa serving trays up here. Another good piece of Santa art. Look at him smiling at his reindeer. I love that. We've got some other dishes with this collection. There's one of the keys again. That appears to be a pie plate. I'm not sure if that's actually a bakeable one or more for serving. Probably serving because it was a little on the thinner side. You've got your 2-tier tray. Serving bowls, some candy cane cookie jars. Coffee cups and our cookies for Santa. And And then if you love pink and some vintage, it's a little bit of everything in here. This one says, although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. So these are funny. These kind of had a bit of a rubbery feel, but they're not. Those are breakable ceramic. I love these. Very vintage feel to me. These are candle taper holders. This is Santa with the poodles driving around in the pink car. Love it. A little coffee cup, some bows in here. What else do we have? Countdown house. Vintage reindeer. I love that one. Merry and bright. We've got cheers. Another candle holder. That's metal. That could also hold over to Valentine's Day, so you get kind of double purpose out of some of these pink and red items. Very pretty wreath. Little holly jolly back there with the ornament on that one. We've got some really pretty kind of ombre effect on those trees right there. They're glass. And then we have this countdown right here that has a magnet. So you just move that around as you need for the date. Does anyone else remember making their calendar countdown from construction paper strips? And then you would just loop them, glue them, staple them, whatever. And then you made like a big long Christmas chain and that was your countdown. We've got our letters to Santa. Kind of a fun modern pillow. That's got that hand hooked, the bow one. And then we've got some little pink houses up here. Let me find one they do light up. There we go. It's another good, let me tilt this one here, another really good piece of Christmas art. I do like to change out a little bit of the artwork around our house. Got a good sleigh up here. Little poodle in the back waiting for Santa to get in. Here is vintage again. Those trees remind me of like a flapper dress from the 20s. Very cool. So we've got red, we've got this kind of fuchsia pink, and then we have a lighter pink over here. And then this beautiful green. And then each one of those ornaments were candles. This is absolutely, I love that aesthetic. That is, when I say vintage, that is what I'm thinking of. Time period wise, is that like the 50s, I think, maybe? I think those are so cool. All right, so we've got, oh, what fun. Merry and bright, that is a metal sign up there. The dog and the phone, those are both resin. But these poodles are, they look like almost a cross between, I don't know. I was thinking of like a balloon, you know, the balloon dogs. That's what it reminded me of. These are also candle holders here. Have a holly jolly Christmas. So I'm so excited. We're going to, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, what's called Jollywood Nights. And it is very much that vintage retro time period that I love so much. And it's a whole entire night, just kind of a celebration, music, foods, drinks, things like that. So I'm super, super excited. We've never been before. So, and that is my favorite park because of how it is decorated. These do light up. They were just really kind of dim. Are you naughty or nice? That's a cute little sign. Look at these squiggly little glasses. Those are super fun barware. Oh, we have a price tag, $9.34, minus 45%. And then the pink metal candle holder also. Serving tray down here. All right, this area over here, they didn't quite have everything in. I got super excited when I saw all the black and silver over here. I love these trees. I actually have trees that look just like this, and I put them across. We had a long black dining room table, and I put those kind of silver trees down the whole center of the table. It's a holder of some sort. You know, you could probably put a wine. Oh, we have another price tag. I can't read it, but I have it. Sorry, everyone. These are like metal. They are metal iron type material. So those were kind of heavy. And this black sleigh, I think that's so cool. Also love that artwork. Let's see what else we have up here. Some black acorns. Black pillows. Those are okay. Those don't really feel Christmassy to me. And I know some of you are like, nothing black feels Christmassy to me. I totally understand. But some of us that have more modern houses, this is kind of our thing. I do think this one's pretty cool. And I also love these modern metal trees down here. I think those are super awesome. These are big ornaments. Those would pair well and look really cool by the fireplace. Kind of woodsy metal. You could put candles in here. Yeah, the main area of our house, kitchen, family room, dining room, and all, very modern. And then we had a game room, and that's where I tucked away our vintage Christmas tree. So we're kind of getting a little more into woodsy over here, although these black and white prints are really kind of cool. Little Santa portrait there. But look at this beautiful cocoa color on these reindeer. Let me move them around a little bit here so we can kind of see those together. I think those are really pretty. The tray is very cool. Ooh, very serious face on those. Pretty pillows. This collection, you could almost, totally leave that out beyond Christmas, just through the winter. I think that would be really pretty. Those were glass acorns and pine cones. And these candle holders, these are very heavy. And we have another price tag, $30. These are the 3 colors that the reindeer come in. I think those are absolutely beautiful. And then they have some of the flocked trees up top. They did have a green one up there that I thought was pretty cool. Got Santa. And the little bow on the top, it is metal. It says Joy to the World. I've got some little trees here. Merry Christmas. What do you all think of this collection? I spy another price tag. I think that's $14.99 roughly. These were pretty cool. They're pretty big too. We've got some artwork up here. This does light up. Oh, can you see the little ornaments light up? I love that. Let me know. Do you like the green kind of outdoorsy? Do you like the black modern? Do you like the pink? Or did you like the green and red collection when we first started? Let me know in the comments. These look like gingerbread trees. They are. Here is a pretty countdown here. I was telling one of you, we were talking about the Pottery Barn collection, and I thought the gingerbread was maybe a little bit too dark for my taste. This is more the color of gingerbread decor that I personally like. This kind of like mid-tone. Let's see, we've got these. This does appear to be a baking dish. We've got some dishes. We've got these little, I'm going to call these frosting trees because that's what they look like. I spy another price tag. $29.99 and then 45% off of that. How many of you are old enough to know that little price tag that they added there? Know the gun that they had to use to put that on there? You know what I'm talking about, where you have to like manually put in the price tag and then, you know, you put in the price and stick everything. That's how many years old I am. So we've got, I love these little houses up here. I've got a few Department 56 pieces from many, many years ago. I don't have a lot. I just have a few. How many of you, is there anyone that builds like the whole city in their house? I had a friend of mine, his dad took over their dining room and it was an entire village. I mean, it was something to see every single year. It was, he loved it. And his was all Department 56. He was so specific about just every detail, everything. It was unbelievable. So these are all 40% off right now. And then we do have some Christmas trees in here. Let's take a look at them while we're here. So they say that they are on sale $170. So that one only has 250 lights on it, 828 branch tips, and it is a 7-foot, pre-lit tree. I think it needs more lights. I'll step back for a minute. Let me know what you think about that one. It needs more lights, in my opinion. This one has little subtle twinkles in there. That's kind of pretty. It's got a good flock on there. So this one has 200 lights, 645 branch tips. It is a $90 tree, 7-foot. 7.5 foot. This one has 500 color changing. So that one will go white. Oops, it's messing with the camera a little bit there. Sorry about that. It just kind of gave a little bit of stripe to the camera. We'll slide over here and look at this one. So about $300. I like this combination. So we have some smaller, and there's 3 size bulbs actually. So there's this little one here, the teeny tiny, and then the one that's a little bit bigger. So what is that? 3587 branch tips, 600 lights on that one. It's a good amount of lights for that tree. Oops, see, there's the flickering. Sorry, I think sometimes those LED lights, they're not easy to film, I'm learning. So you have a 9-foot slim. It is only 33 inches wide across the bottom. So if you have a real tight space, that might be good. $300. This one has 800 lights, 1,695 branch tips. I like the lights on that one. I'm going to go to Sam's Club tomorrow. I'll eventually have a video in a couple days from Sam's Club. So that one's, yeah, 800 lights, color changing. There's a remote control. There was a tree last year at Sam's Club that I fell in love with, and I'm hoping that they still have it. And if they do, that's the tree I'm going to go get for us this year. So this one is a little smaller tree. This one is only 5 foot. It has that kind of cashmere feel to it. And we've got this more, it's a slimmer tree. So these are all warm lights on this one. 350, and then we've got 1,759 branch tips on that one. That's $180. And we've got a 7-foot Stella pine, so this one's kind of cute. 200 warm white lights, 568 branch tips. It has an ever so slightly icy look. Can you see that? Gives it just a little bit of sparkle. I think it's pretty. I've got this flock. We'll take a look at what this one has. So we've got color changing, 400 lights on this one, 1,075 branch tips. This one comes in at $230 for a 7.5-foot tree. This one here, I kind of really love this one. It's super fun. So you have your regular light bulb. Sorry, they had it on a complete strobe effect, but it is a multicolor. But I like that it has these kind of larger the bulbs in here. So those are included on the tree. They're plastic, but I like that combination. It's kind of fun. Nope, sorry, we don't have a price on that one, but we've got 300 lights on that one. This tree has a slight bit of kind of that cashmere effect to some of the branches on here. 7.5-foot Jackson spruce, 400 lights, 1,297 branch tips on that one, $250. This one, I'm going to turn the audio on for it, so hang tight. I love that. So it is a Melody tree, Melody spruce tree, 7.5-foot. It is Bluetooth enabled. It has that little box down on the bottom. That's where all the music was coming from. So the music plays along with the lights. I think that's super fun. 5-foot peppermint pine tree. I think this one's kind of cute. So it's got the 2 different tones of pink in there, giving that peppermint look. And we've got a 6-foot pre-lit for $80. They did not have the 7-foot $80 tree. They didn't have it on display in the store. I looked all over for it, so unfortunately, did not get to see that one. But we've got some super cute little woodland animals up here. I love that he's got little lights on his antlers. I should get this for my brother. We've always called him Moose, which is funny because he's not a huge guy. He's fairly fit, but the kids have always called him Uncle Moose, and so anytime we find something cute with Moose on it, he gets one. These little cuties over here, those are all $14. All right, and we are going to go through the floral section here. They do have an incredible variety of picks. I'm going to call a lot of these tree toppers or fillers that you might want to put into your tree or on the top of the tree. So we've got our elf legs. These are super cute, red and white if you've got kind of that candy cane. So we'll just browse through. How many of you use things like this in your tree? Depending on how I've got my tree put together, I do have a couple things like this that I might put into the top, or I might put into the bottom, like into the lower part of the tree. My little gingerbread ones back here. All right, and here I'm just gonna leave the music and I'm gonna let you just browse through the florals in here. What did you think of their selection of picks and little florals in there? Compared to my Hobby Lobby, they have more. For some reason, my Hobby Lobby is kind of lacking. We'll have to check every time we go in. Also, while I did check, if you don't know, Joann Fabrics is now here in Michaels. There is no Christmas fabric other than the Grinch. I did go through everything and kind of compared just to make sure there was nothing new, and there was nothing new compared to the other videos that we've come in and looked at literally every single piece of the fabric. So if you want to see the fabrics they have, I have those in the other videos for Michaels, but there was no new Christmas. So this lilac, I kind of like this. This is really pretty. So $6. They've got the packs of ornaments back here. This kind of grapey color is really cool. That kind of deeper purple. Got some pretty pinks. Pearl whites, regular whites, clear, silvers, golds. All right, and we will go through this whole back wall right here. So we've got the black with the gold. And this one had just hot pink. This one had hot pink and light pink. We've got the red velvet with the bells. The disco balls. These blues are super cool. This whole section in here kind of reminded me of like Elsa from the movie Frozen. That one I think would be super cool if you're doing something with like the Nutcracker. Just those pinks and purples and pearl whites in there. And then they have the rainbow one. That's super cool. This one with the purples and the berries and golds. I love that. All right, that's a repeat of those. This one could absolutely be used for Thanksgiving, don't you think? I think that would make a stunning mantle or across a centerpiece. We've got golds, we've got blacks. Let's see what else we've got. Santa with the glasses on still. This one's just a basic one with bells. Got our reindeer. That's cute. And then we've got, is it Santa's pants? Oh, y'all, we have Santa's underpants? No, we don't. I'm so done. Oh my gosh. I love the little mixed fabrics here. I can't, they put his underpants on there. The wood red beads. The cookie cutters. I like this one here. Sorry. I'll lose my voice laughing. Pull it together. I'll pull it together, I swear. We've got the gingerbreads. We've got some more natural ones here. I love this with the wood. This gold one here, I think this one's beautiful. We've got more of the pinks, purple, blue, and a little bit of gold in here. Again, that would kind of go amazing with Nutcracker. This one would too. These are pretty. All right, and then we have this one with the ballerinas. That's super pretty. Okay, I kind of like those snowflakes though too. Those are pretty. Then we've got, I'm calling those our flapper dress trim. We've got pearls. It's actually just this one strand that I have in my hand. The little gumdrops. We get into some of the candy ones over here. They have a really good selection of fun garlands if you want to add this to your decor. In my experience with Michaels, these garlands do go pretty fast. So if there's something that you see in there, probably, I don't know what that is. I don't. Mice? Maybe? If someone knows, let me know in the comments. Oh goodness. And then we've got these really cute little lights over here. But anyhow, yeah, if there's items that you see in terms of the garland, I would jump on those sooner rather than later. And with that, everyone, we're going to head out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and be safe.